All right, start of day 153. Today's gonna be interesting as I walk to the trail here. Yeah, and apparently there's a chance for thunderstorms, dry lightning, all in the afternoon, like the entire afternoon. So depending how it looks when I get to the tree line or not, I might stop short, which is disappointing, but reality you have to deal with. And it's around 7:20 right now, and yeah, and that's supposed to start until 1 o'clock, so might be a fairly short day for me. Just depends how bad it is when it actually develops. Copper Mountain's like 14 miles away, but there's a nice big hill in between me and Copper Mountain, which is basically a ski resort town. Yeah. And they're like, yeah, should be fine unless if you're above 9,000 feet, which is me the whole day today. I gets to around 11,500, so yeah, let's see how far I actually get. All right, later. All right, back on the trail. Yeah, so it's 12 miles to Copper Mountain. Hopefully I can make it before the big storm comes. Well, it's supposed to start to come around 1 o'clock, but it's like a 40% chance for dry lightning from 1 to 7. So who knows when it's actually going to happen. If it's later in the day, I can get past Copper Mountain, well, the town. I gotta figure out what the name of the actual ridge I'm going across is. But yeah, so it's gonna be pretty much a game time decision when I reach the tree line. If I think I have enough time, or if the weather situation it delays itself, improves, gets worse. So yeah, because you do not want to be up on an exposed ridge during a thunderstorm. That's a no-no. A pretty big one, especially a dry thunderstorm, where it primarily it's supposed to be that's supposed to happen. So, yep. But it's uphill till then, and yeah, gotta get some miles done today. As I start around here, around like 7:40. So, yeah. Yep. See you guys later. All right, so I'm about 3 miles in. I got a nice clear view of the mountain I might go over today, depending on the weather. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I still got like 6 or 7 more miles of uphill. So yeah, it's a long uphill. I think in the middle there, it flattened out a bit. So, but the last few miles is pretty intense. So it'll take a while when I'm up there. So, yeah. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a stormy day. Perfect clear weather. Barely a cloud in the sky. But that's how it works up here in the mountains. It's clear all morning and early afternoon usually. Then the storm clouds collect at the mountain peaks. So Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it develops. All right, later. Yep, so getting closer to the mountain range. Around 12,400 feet, somewhere around there. And I think I go over one of the passes, so I don't actually get to the top. But should be fun. And the weather's pushed back to 3, so I should be able to get over in time, hopefully. All right, later. All right. A couple miles left of my day. Oh, on this climb anyway. Not on my day. Starting to get to the snow line. Still snow melt. I find it completely unnecessary to filter this water. Coming directly from the snow through all these rocks. Yeah, it's beautiful water. Pretty cool. Right there. Alright, got a new view as I cross that pass over there. Well, the saddle anyways. Still not to the top. About a mile away from that. But seems like it's a little bit less steep. But yeah, I can feel my breathing getting a little short as I near the top. And I looked ahead and yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the high point of the trail for me because I didn't do a Argentine pass, so yeah. Get to anticipate that as I get to gaze upon a new set of mountains. All right, later. All right, made it to the top, at least of the climb. I suppose if I wanted to punish myself, I can go all the way up to the top of the mountain, but that's okay, this is high enough. The view is high enough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the high point of the trail for me. So yeah, 12,495 feet. At least according to too far out. We used to call it a gut hook. That's because what it was called when I was on the AT. So yeah, old habits die hard. I'm referring to the guide, the electronic guide app. It started with the AT, and then he did the Pacific Crest Trail and Continental Divide Trail. Then he branched out. I think maybe joined up with a few other apps. Got to look. That's the name of the trail name of the guy who started it. Yeah, branched out to pretty much all the major trails, and he continuously adds to it. So maybe one day the ADT will be added to it, but I think that's more in the ADT organization than far out. But now I get to go downhill before these storm clouds really develop. They've appeared over the last few hours, and it's supposed to get heavy by 5 o'clock, but it's 1:15, so I should be down the hill by then. Far down the hill. Yeah, I think I'll take a break up here. Relax. Right there. Alright, so there's Copper Mountain. In order to get down there, I have to go over here and then back. Need to go to the convenience store there because somehow, misplaced my lighter. Both of them. So I need to replace them. Yeah. That's the only way I'm gonna get hot food tonight. and I still want it. But I think I got plenty of time before the storm hits. And if it does hit, I can go down there. About 18 miles total. So depending on how the weather looks when I get there, I'll decide whether to keep on moving or hunker down there. Because there does seem to be plenty of activity up in the sky. No thunderstorms yet, though. Alright, later. Alright, talk about a perfect water source. No opportunities for contaminants at all. So this, I will not filter. It's pure snow melt. It's great. Yeah, perfect. All right, later. All right, a couple miles left into Copper Mountain. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the market there. Overpriced probably, and get some food. Definitely overpriced, but yeah, got us over a barrel, that's for sure. But I'll still eat there because it's going to be a few days until I get to Twin Lakes, where my next opportunity of food comes from. So yeah, I did have the opportunity to weigh myself at the bunkhouse. I'm now 216 pounds. So yeah, not as bad as I could be, but yeah, that represents maybe a pound and a half loss over like 10 days. So since the time before in Evans, I was able to weigh myself. So yep, sounds. Yeah, there's a benefit to that. You have less fat and bulk to carry around, but at a certain point you run out of fat and bulk, especially for the person with the biggest frame as I do. So 216 is pretty thin for me, even by my trail standards. At least over the last few trails, where I was able to, where I had better nutrition than the first trail I did in the Appalachian Trail. But yeah, we go downhill on the steep trail, just doing a number on my knees. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah, it's a good third of this downhill has been pretty steep. So it's not the fun type of downhill. It's the technical, painful downhill if you go too fast, especially on old, weak knees like mine. But yeah, it's all part of the fun. And there are still pretty good views. All right, later. All right, made it to Copper Mountain, basically a resort town. Usually skiing during the winter, but they got other things going during the summer, like golf and all the hiking stuff, biking. So it does seem decently busy. But probably not nearly as busy as it is during the winter. Kind of went off trail just to get to the market more efficiently and food, and so I can get back on trail while there's still light and while the clouds are still not as threatening as they could be. So, and the trail goes on to that ridge over there. At least the valley right next to the ridge. Right there. Alright. As I leave Copper Mountain after a successful trip to the market for a couple lighters and an overly expensive lunch. There wasn't enough food, but yeah, pretty much what I expected. Get to start another uphill, which lasts for a bit. Looks like the rain, well, the promised rain, isn't going to be that bad. And haven't heard any of the thunder that was supposed to happen either, so probably missed me. Seemed scattered at the time, so yeah. Yeah. Still pretty cool. See if they yeah. So keep on going. Right later. All right. Up for the last climb of the day. Pretty much until I find a decent spot. Might be a mile, might be a couple miles. Follow this creek down here. I think it's called Gullard Creek. Up to the base of the next mountain. So. It's around 7:30 right now, so yeah. Gotta camp pretty soon, or else it's gonna get dark. And I'd rather do this during the day when I can see the actual scenery. So yeah. Everything's green and beautiful and not gonna last for long, so enjoy it while I can. Alright, later. Okay, end of day 153. In the mountains still. Did around 20 miles, and yeah, that's all I really need to report. Back at it tomorrow. Another 1,200 footer, I think. And that's about it. Alright, see you guys.